26 degrees, boys. 26 degrees. Hey, Bog, you like this weather? Looks like it snowed out, dude. Welcome to Mikey Balls on My Stomach Fishing. We just stopped at GTO. Got some goodies. GTO's right across the street. We're actually at waterfront. You can see it right there. It's cold, but guess what? The big ones, they are biting. So we're gonna go out and try to put together a bag here on Lake Guntersville, dude. I love it when it's cold because as you can see behind me, nobody else wants their balls in their stomach because there ain't nobody at the boat ramp. Gotta defrost the Lowrances, dude. Got a bunch of lures, even a new prototype. This guy right here. This is a new forward-facing sonar lure from Gambler. Got a sneaky little hair jig. We're gonna play around with that. Yeah, how about this? New Tato swim bait, A-rig, Mega Bass 110. You know what time it is. And if we want to get real frisky, I got a whole bunch of stuff to go fish shallow grass, rip grass, and just try to get a reaction strike out of those dead clumps. Hey, and I know Christmas is over, but I got a little something for you. So if you drop a comment on this video, tell me your favorite part of the video, and I will give somebody a supplemented. That means it's got the Monster Bass stuff, and then I threw a few extras in there. Monster Bass box. Just drop a comment down in the box, and I'll pick somebody randomly. All right, Bog? I don't think, Bog, you can't win. You're not allowed to play the game. Hit that like and subscribe button. Me and Boggercorn are going fishing. Bog, got dog prints everywhere. Well, that's not a good way to start the day. That's a great big, like, 6-pounder. Kind of awesome to be on a lake that has grass in the middle of winter. 41. That's a good one. I hope that's a bass, because if it is, that's the right one right there, boys. Look out, Buck. That's the one we're looking for. Buck, look at that. I don't want you to get hooked by that mega bass. How about it, boys? Bog, you like that? That's the way to start the day, boys. Oh, new bait. Big bass. Look at that torpedo, dude. Putting her on the scale. Gotta get my hand wet in the cold with Mr. Bog, but when it's a possible 4-pounder, it's well worth it. All right, let's get her on the scale and get her back real quick. I'm sure she's kind of cold, too. 4.5. 4.43. That's a good way to start the day. Dude, look at that torpedo, dude. All right, we're gonna get her back, and we're gonna throw that thing again, huh? That's a big one. A really big largemouth. Oh dear. We got bug. Oh, that's a spot. Holy golly. Dude, that is the biggest spot I've ever caught. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. That's... Oh, that might be the 5-pounder we've been looking for, guys. Oh, on the new prototype, dude. So my PV spot, I think, is 4.9 or something, 4.13. I think this is gonna be kind of close, dude. This thing's long. That's the trick. We've been catching fat ones, but this thing's long. I thought it was a largemouth once you come up, but like, dude, that's a freaking spot. All right, let's see what she is here. Please go. Oh, you're so close. 4.60. 4.60, dude. Darn it all, that's so close. 4.5-pound spot though, dude. Absolute tanker. All right, back down you go. That was an awesome surprise. See you later, bro. We're gonna catch a great big giant spot, largemouth, whatever. Get it? I need you. There's one right behind it and he won't close the deal. God, I needed that one. I think that was another good one. You get into these areas and like, so that's what we're targeting. You see how there's 2 fish right behind that stump right there? Like, and God, they're big ones, dude. But you get in these areas and things just start to kind of fire up, and I'll be honest with you, there's no rhyme or reason to it. Like, it's just, they're there and they're active. It's not like science. It's nothing like that. It's just paying attention and putting your time in and looking around. Please be a bass. Oh yeah, that's a great freaking big one. Dude, that's another giant spot. Oh my God, George. We're not gonna boat flip this one and make the same mistake we made last time. Bro, we're putting him on the scale. I'm a little worried that I think that's my last bait. Dude, we're putting her on the scale, dude. It's turning into a spotted bass bag. Dude, this isn't as big as that other one, but this is a grown spot. The wind is really kicked up and it's made it really hard to fish and pick these guys apart, but that's a broad spot. So we're gonna throw her on the scale and see what we got. I'd say 3 1/4. Oh, I was so wrong. 3 1/2. How about it? Dude, that's awesome. We got a 4-pound spot and a 3 1/2 pound, 354, dude. Once again on that prototype deal, I swear it wasn't gonna be a video about that either, but I will take bites however I can get them. Dog is freaking out. Look at how beautiful that thing is. All right, go back. There was like a big stump down there. I'm like, let me twaddle my thing down there. That sounds terrible. But I twaddled my thing down there and basically just kind of danced it, and she just shot out of nowhere, dude, and came out and smoked it. That feels like a good one. Now, the big question is it a spot or is it a largemouth? About to run us around the boat. He came up and smoked it. Oh, that's a great freaking big one, dude. Oh, come here. I hope you're hooked good. Come here. Bro, how about it? That is, so we're not going full spot. Never go full spot. But that is a great big pink-lipped largemouth bass. All right, we got another one for the scale, Bog. Beeline like a laser gun, dude. You're gonna have to excuse the wind because it's kind of strong. We have 12.58 right now. This one's gonna help, and we only got 3 good ones. I haven't been weighing the smaller fish, but I think this one's really going to help. I'm curious to see how much he actually weighs, though. It's a broad, fat, long bass. Oh, it's funny too, because I always thought it was a spot. Doesn't have a very big mouth for how stout she is. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, hells yeah. 518. That's awesome. That's gonna kick us up. Dude, that's 4 fish for 17.5 pounds. Actually, 1776. Wow, lucky year, right? 1776. A great freaking big one. Oh, leave her alone. She just wants a picture. Let's get her back. Bro, look at that stout bass of fish. Go back down to your haunt down there. Again, that was another fish off of a stump, dude. I've been kind of just hiding from the wind. I'm not gonna lie. This morning I could pick my places, and now with the wind kicking up, I'm just trying to get out of the wind and fish some ditches. So I'm just kind of picking random places and get a little bit lucky, and I don't mind. God bless it all. That's my 5th fish right there. Just keep on working and one of them's gonna close. It's just it's a mental fucking roller coaster. Got one. Will it complete the limit? Oh my gosh, it will. That's another big old largemouth. Come here, we need you. I don't know how big that thing is, but boy, it has been a go ride. So this one's going on the scale. You ever made a chick at the bar and you're like, hey, wanna hang out? Hang out? She's like, nah, leave me alone. All right, cool. And like 2 hours later, 3 drinks in, you're like, hey, wanna hang out? She's like, yeah. Like 4 hours later, 5, 6, 7 drinks in, you're like, hey, wanna hang out? And she's like, oh yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel right now, dude. I've seen so many fish chase my bait and not close the deal, it's driven me nuts. They're super tentative right now, but we finally got our 5th halfway decent fish, and I'm throwing her on the scale because I got a feeling we're at 17.76. I got a feeling this one will help us break 20, so let's see if I'm right. Oh, hell yeah, dude. This guy is gonna go 313, and that will put us at 20.89. I'm damn happy with 20 pounds. 20.89. Pretty stoked about that, dude. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's been really, really good out here, and it got really, really tough. And I know that for a couple reasons. Number one, like I had to like grind. Like I ran a lot. I burned a lot of gas today. And two, even if you hate forward-facing sonar, like I love it because it tells me, not only it shows me the fish, shows me structure, things along those lines, but it really shows me the attitude of the fish and how that can change from day to day, week to week. And I could literally see, other than that period this morning when they were absolutely chewing, dude, I'd throw a bait like 10 foot to the right of them, they'd be like, ooh, look at that offering, I want a piece, and they'd swim over and smoke it, dude. We had like an hour and 15 minutes of fun, and then after that, they would barely come up and get behind the bait. They would kind of like follow the bait for maybe like 10-15 feet and then turn around or just go straight down to the bottom. You could tell that their attitude definitely changed as the day progressed, and that's why I really love that active target, because for me this is all one big science experiment. It's learning about the fish, learning how they behave, and then the best part is catching them, right? I caught my PB Guntersville spot. That 4.6 pounder is the biggest spot I have ever caught out here. I've caught quite a few bigger on Lanier, but that is the biggest Guntersville spot I ever caught, and I got to try a little prototype bait. Gambler's been playing around a lot with the forward-facing like sonar stuff, and I honestly did not mean to put one rod in my hand and never put it down. I got 25 rods on the deck. I wanted to go do a bunch of different things, but I sort of got addicted to this, dude. Val wanted to make a little bigger presentation. What we were doing today is something we've talked about in the videos, is mid-strolling. You have an 1/8 ounce ball head, there's a little loop knot on there, and basically it's a Kitech style kind of fishing, but much slower, and the goal is to sort of hover and stall that bait above structure, above cover, above the fish's head, and have them come up to it. Val wanted something that was a little bigger offering. I wanted something that was a little more castable, and he basically came out, this is a 3.5 inch, and then there's also going to be a 4.5 inch version. It's a hollow body swim bait with a straight tail. Super simple, but it's a lot easier to cast than some of the other baits, like those thin little kind of soft plastic minnows, 2.5 inch, 3 inch. It's also a little bit bigger offering, not only the 3.5 but also the 4.5. You could probably throw on bait casting gear, and I believe, and Val kind of thinks, that there's going to be a move towards trying to target maybe bigger fish using some bigger baits, but in that same finesse style. So maybe running 12-15 pound fluorocarbon on a bait caster, but you're running like still like a hover rig, but it's a little bit bigger. Maybe you'll use like a 5/16 or a 3/8 and like a 4.5 inch bait, you know? So I think that's something that you're gonna see. And I'll tell you what too, this mid-strolling deal, this kind of like stalling or modified Kitech fishing, if you guys watch Bassmaster of MLF, you're going to see a lot more of it this year. This is a technique that's super viable when it comes to targeting sort of individual or small groups of fish relating to structure. What we were looking at is stumps and then ditches today, kind of the bottoms of ditches, and then those stumps. They'd just be kind of suspended around those stumps. But you're going to see it a lot on the tournament scene, because these guys can go around, use their forward-facing sonar, and basically pick fish off. And it's not always like groups of fish that you can see on your side scan. They can really kind of fish the moment, I guess. Sort of, I don't know, modern like techie worm fishing, dude. It's very methodical, very detail oriented, and you are going to see them throwing this style of bait a whole freaking bunch. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Caught a bunch of fish, caught my PB spot, which I'm super duper stoked about. Never did get warm. It's been freaking cold all day, but it is what it is. It's another beautiful day of fishing out here on Lake Guntersville. Hit that like and subscribe button for me, and don't forget, if you guys want a shot at winning that supplemented monster bass box, drop a comment right below this video. Tell me your favorite part about the video, and it better be my PB spot, because if it isn't, you're not gonna win. Totally rigged, dude. Totally rigged. We'll see you next time out on the water, hanging out with Mr. Boggacorn up here. Tight lines, my homies.